Philadelphia, Citizens Bank Park. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the New York Mets taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. So just about set now. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Zach Wheeler.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking. Down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
That one down the line. In plenty of time to first. Lindor retire. Here's Brandon Nimmo. That one is absolutely belted. And that's a foul ball. And a foul ball. One out, bases empty. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. One down, base is empty. Foul ball, still 0-2. Real Muto up with it. Fires to first. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike. 2 down, base is empty. Here's Juan Soto. And that is out of play. 2 outs, base is empty. And that one fouled off. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Gets to it, on to first, in time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. Back at Citizens Bank Park. And on the mound today, Clay Holmes.
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because, you know, guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same-side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count, and to opposite guys be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
Trey Turner, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1. And that's in the dirt.
Hey, partner, back in 2023, Turner homered off the same pitcher twice in the same inning. Only a few players have ever done it, and his were against his former team, the Washington Nationals.
And a ground ball to first, and a foul ball.
Three balls, 2 strikes.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Here comes Bryce Harper. In the dirt, but kept close. And the 1-0. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches.
Back to first, and he's safe.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Turner gets his lead at first, nobody out. In the dirt. Next offering is down low.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound, he's already thrown 13 pitches. They've got him working hard out there.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
One and two.
Squirts away a little bit, but no advance from the runners. On the ground, and foul ball.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
First and second, no outs. Here in the third and final game of the series. And a swing and a miss. And that is a big first out. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. In the dirt. Both runners move up on the wild pitch, and the double play is no longer in order. 2 on, 1 out. And another ball.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And now it's JT Realmuto. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. It's 0-1.
One strike.
And that skips into dirt.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Play at the plate, and they cut him down. ping-pongs around a bit, but they get the out, and that ends the inning. And we're back, all set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for New York, Pete Alonso. Wheeler back to work. Outside low, ball one.
One ball, no strike.
That one missed. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. One down. And now it's Mark Vientos. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. So a man aboard now with one away.
You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
And now it's Jose Siri outside, and it's 1-0. Second inning here, no score. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
One strike.
Right back to the mound. Could be an easy two. Over to Turner for one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Jeff McNeil stands in.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Wide throw, and it gets away. Runner goes again, and it's fouled away. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the second. Wheeler with a throw over, and he's back in there. Good job to fight that one off. Runner on the move again. In the dirt, blocked. Siri up to third on the wild pitch. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Bottom of the inning, and now the veteran catcher, JT Realmuto. In there at the knees, that's strike one. Next offering misses down and away.
1-1. Yo, that's a ball.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a nod. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good, balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
This is Bryson Stott.
1-0.
In the dirt. Line drive to short and caught.
That'll drive you crazy as a hitter if you let it. I mean, he couldn't have hit that ball more on the screws than he did, and yet he's got nothing to show for it. Hang with him. I know the feeling.
Johan Rojas, the next to hit, takes ball one. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Real Muto at first, one gone. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball two.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 2-2 now. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And here is Sosa to the plate. And that's downstairs and outside. Still in the second, already at 44 pitches, so some concern there. Pitch kicks away from Alvarez. And now a man into scoring position.
Heads up base running right there.
Just missed. Line drive. Hauls it in to end the inning. Back here in Philadelphia, on to the third inning, and stepping in for New York, Luis Angel Acuna. Nice curveball for a strike. That one misses in the dirt. There's a swing and a drive. Rojas makes the grab. One away. Francisco Alvarez digs in now.
Francisco Alvarez.
Just off the outside edge, and that's ball one. That's a strike, attacked with the sweeper. And a swing and a miss. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Back to the top of the Mets order. So up next for New York, Francisco Lindor. Lindor hitting leadoff in today's game, and he was born in Puerto Rico. On the ground to the left. Tosses to first. Lindor retire. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the third. Here's the left fielder, Max Kepler. Check swing, called strike.
0-1.
Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Siri hauls it in, and there's one away. So the batting order turns over. Trey Turner now led off the bottom of the first with a walk. Swing and a foul out of play. One down, base is empty. Up the middle, and that chance handled. And saved. He busted it down the line for that infield single.
Absolutely bang bang at first. Made his speed really work for him right there. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Harper batting for the second time, and that's strike one. Squirts away a little bit, but Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And there's a ball. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Tosses to first. Barely got him for the out. Close play. And Kyle Schwarber will come up. Went down on strikes his first time through. Can't glove it cleanly. Headed for the plate. Still finds a way to get off a throw. Misplay doesn't cost him. Inning over. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. On to the fourth. And stepping in for New York, Brandon Nimmo.
Well, these Mets just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
That's a strikeout. Good-looking sweeper there. Juan Soto now 0 for 1 so far. Tap foul at the plate. Fourth inning underway. No score. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. And gone. Juan Soto goes deep, and they jump ahead in the fourth. It's 1-0. Base is empty, one away. Pete Alonso up now for the Mets. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Boog, I never got to play at Citizens Bank Park in my career, just the old Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia, but the crowds here are just as energetic now as they were at that old park. And trust me, as an outfielder visiting town, you're going to hear it from the fans out there in the bleachers.
And strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Here comes a pitch.
Ball 2.
One out, base is empty, and a run in. Top half of inning number 4. That one not close. And now it's 3-2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Down the third baseman, Mark Vientos. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one catches the zone. That's strike 1.
That's a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7. Bottom of the 4th, so digging in now for Philadelphia, Nick Castellanos. Hit hard, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Real Muto in the box now. Take strike 1. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Ryan Stanek.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him. Way to lay off that pitch down.
And that one is inside. And that's down and away.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
Castellanos on at first, nobody out. High fly ball down the left field line. Way back there. Gone. He jacks that one out to left. And they lead it. It's 2-1. So digging in, Bryson Stott. He's 0 for 1. Just missed. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled. Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at him.
Next pitch is downstairs. That's out to center field. Pulls it in on the run. And there's one down. And now for the Phillies, Johan Rojas. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Soto flashes the leather on the run and catch.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Sosa in the box now. No balls and a strike. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still fires to first. Misplay doesn't cost him. Inning over. Back here in Philadelphia, here's the center fielder, Jose Siri. Wheeler back to work.
So after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats. Well, these Mets, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Swing and a miss. And it's 2-1.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Late on that fastball. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And now here's Jeff McNeil. And a sweeper misses for a ball.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Comebacker to the mound. Gets it to first. 2 up, 2 down. Luis Angel Acuna will hit next. Fly to center his first time. And that one clips the corner. That one
ball,
way
one strike.
inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
In the air, right field. And that is that. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And digging in for Philadelphia, Max Kepler. On the ground, right side. Fires over to first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth. So the lineup flips over. And here's the Phillies leadoff man, Trey Turner. That one fouled off. One down, base is empty. The shortstop takes the ball. Huascar Brazoban takes over on the mound.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
And now the count filled up 3-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first. This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Fought off foul. Grounder might be 2. Lindor on to first. Harper retired. So here's the Phillies DH, Kyle Schwarber. 0 for 2 in this one. In the dirt. Ground ball, Alonso. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back at Citizens Bank Park, here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. And that's outside, and that's ball 1. And a swing and a miss there.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
Swings and misses. And the count 1-2. And that one is lifted in the air. Reaching down, makes the catch. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Has grounded out a couple of times.
Oh, here's a game Lindor will never forget. One night in July of 2023, he went 5 for 5 with a home run, 2 triples, and he scored 3 runs. That stat line is so rare, only one other player has done it. Guess who? Willie Mays in 1958.
And that's in the dirt. The Mets trailing by a run, and we're in the top half of the 6th. The next pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fights it off. He'll see another. remains 2-2. Next offering is outside.
He's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
And he walked him. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Just missed his spot on the inside right there.
And next for the Mets, Brandon Nimmo. Outside with a breaking ball. Strike one.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
In the dirt, but kept close, and the runner holds. Swings through that one out in front that time. Man at first, one away. On the ground, a second, might be two. Acrobatic throw for one. What a double play that was. Inning over. Back here in Philadelphia, bottom of the sixth inning. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Brazoban, in his third season, he features a changeup, a cutter, a sinker, and he works. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. Here's JT Realmuto. He's already homered here in this one. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Nimmo hauls it in, and there's one away. Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
That missed by a lot, and that's ball three. On the ground, could be two. Safe at first as they can't make the play. First and second, one out. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Johan Rojas. In there, and it's 0-1.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
That's outside, and it's 1-1. Castellanos, the lead runner at second, stop at first, one gone. That one the other way, fires to first in time. And stepping in is the speedy Edmundo Sosa. Yeah, don't need much damage here. Just a base hit. Likely will score 2. And that one fouled off. And ball 1. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And it gets by him. 1 runs in. Another comes in to score. Up by 3. It's 4-1. So a runner at third, 2 outs. Max Kepler, the next to hit. Danny Young into the game.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Bounding ball here, rolls foul. 0-1. And that one fouled off. 2 outs and a runner at third here in the bottom of the 6th. Now no pitch is signaled. And wow, a balk is being called. And with a runner on third, that's going to bring home a run. That's off the inside corner. Now 1-2. That's down and in. And down on strikes. And that'll do it. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. And now it's Juan Soto. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list.
0-1.
And the 0-1. Ball 1 there. Just missed.
2-1 the count now. He hasn't seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready to hit one because you doubt the pitcher wants this to go to a 3-1 count.
And there's a rocket into the outfield.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. He's a pull hitter, and that's about as much as you can pull one and keep it fair. So no surprise right there. Nothing the shifted defense can do about it, though.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. That misses. 2-1.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Makes the grab, 1 down. So a man aboard, and here is Mark Vientos, 1 for 2. Not close with that one, and that is ball 1. And another ball.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play, but in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Fouls one off. 2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Slider got him for strike 3. And now the center fielder, Jose Siri. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
Soto, the runner at first with 2 gone. In the dirt, blocked. Nice job behind the plate there. That one misses. Ball 3.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
First and second, 2 outs. So now here's the Mets DH, Jeff McNeil. Runners on the move. In the dirt. And 2 in scoring position now, thanks to that wild pitch. 2 outs. And that misses. And that's ball 3. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
2 outs, bases full. Now here is Luis Angel Acuna. Swings through that.
There was a high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the...
And now everybody's running. Puts a bunt down. They score a run thanks to the infield single.
Picks himself up an RBI. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ballgame.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Francisco Alvarez. Right through there for a strike. With the go-ahead run at the plate, here in the top half of inning number 7. Up and in, and now it's even 1-1. In the dirt, wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Struck him out looking. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Phillies, Trey Turner. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
Well, these Phillies, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Harper stands in now, looks at that one inside. That one missed.
2-0.
That one off the bad part of the bat, just a lazy fly ball. Lindor hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Kyle Schwarber getting ready to hit. First-round pick out of Indiana back in 2014. Yeah, that's fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Next offering is downstairs.
1 ball, 1 strike.
There's a swing and a miss.
Throwing the ball well, and they need this scoreless inning in relief right here. Been doing a good job keeping him in striking distance.
He goes down looking. Back here in Philadelphia, and now it's Frankie Lindor. The Mets in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
And that skips into dirt.
1-0.
On the ground to first, Harper. He steps on the bag. One up, one down. Next to hit, Brandon Nimmo.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Towards first, and that's just foul. One down, base is empty. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Real Muto up with it. Fires to first. And it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
And first offering is fouled off. The Phils leading by 3, and we're in the top of the 8th. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. On to the bottom of the 8th, and now the right fielder, Nick Castellanos. Young back to work. Foul ball. On the ground to third. Sends it across to first. One gone to the bottom of the 8th. And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. He's already homered in this game. The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Jose Butto.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Line drive, base hit.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. It's hard to hit a baseball much better than that, and even a lot of professional hitters aren't able to reach an exit velo of 114 miles per hour. I'll tell you what, that's a very impressive swing of the bat.
Stop. Now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. That one hit to right. Soto sizing this one up. 2 down. So up next, Johan Rojas. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. Rips that one center field. That's a base hit. And now 2 aboard.
He was all over that one. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
Sosa, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. A bunt, and it's popped up. Acuna sends it to first. That's out number 3. We go to the 9th, and here's the first baseman, Pete Alonso. Ball one low. Banks, in his third season, he features a slider, a four-seamer, a curve, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. 2 balls, no strikes to count.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
Ground ball up the middle. What a stop. Over to first. It's there, and that's a great play. So up next for New York, Mark Vientos. 1 for 3. And there's a foul ball. And that is downstairs. 1-1. And he swings over the top there. Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the ninth. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. This to third, Sosa. 2 up, 2 down.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Siri stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. And there's a strike.
1-1.
Just missed. Two balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs. The Mets down to their final strike. Back up that got him. Safe at first, and now we'll check on the lefty. Hope he's all right. So a man at first. Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the field.
Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. And now make it 4 stolen bases in the game for him. Runner on the go again. Got him, and that's the ball game. Wheeler with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
And your final score, 5-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.